Hi, my name is Ejehi Erewele. I am an African-American woman. I'm a fourth-year medical student at the University of Illinois College of Medicine in Chicago, and this is my elevated story. I actually always knew that I wanted to be a doctor, and it comes from actually when I was little, I was actually very sick. I had constant asthma exacerbations, and I was constantly in the peds unit. So my early formative years were actually spent in the hospital a lot of the times, and my parents would always say that I knew the names of my doctors before I could say mama and dada. So they had a very, very special impact on me. I just knew that it was a place that I would go to feel better. And then when I got a little bit older, I think it hits a little bit closer to home when one of your family members actually get sick. My mom actually got very ill when I was young as well. And so the roles kind of switched, and I just really knew, or I was experiencing the transformative power of medicine through her. I just knew that, year after year she'd get sick and year after year she would get better because of just the relentless dedication of her physicians. And, for my mom, it was actually the difference between life and death. So from a very young age, I knew that I wanted to be a part of that transformative power of medicine. Going in, and knowing that I was going to accrue a large amount of debt, it was definitely something that was always in the back of my mind. I knew that, I definitely wanted to go to medical school no matter what, but, it's hard to focus on, the things you need to focus on when you know that you have this large amount of debt, and even getting to medical school, you are accruing a large cost in and of itself, whether that be through taking the MCAT, getting preparatory exam courses, getting to interviews. So I just knew that I was going to have to work harder, apply for different opportunities. And when I say work harder, like I was saying before, working two jobs actually in undergrad to try to offset some of the cost. It wasn't, the easiest thing in the world at all. And I'm lucky to have very supportive family that kind of helped me through that. But it was just something that it was just a constant thing that I worried about. And even now, I would say as a fourth year medical student, having to pay back a lot of those loans, it's starting to really get, not, I wouldn't say get to me, but it's something I'm definitely starting to worry about a little bit more. When it comes down to it, I have to say grateful, even though it's been very, very difficult, just, balancing, life and medicine and, going through the exams. I'm in a position that I prayed to be in. And that's something that I try to remember every single day. Every time I'm walking through the hospital or clinic, I pray to be here. I'm very grateful to be here. I'm grateful for the sacrifices of my parents, my family, my Springfield community back at home. A lot of people helped me get to where I am today. And um, a lot of times I just think about, graduation and like, the celebration that my family is already planning, and just being able to just say thank you to my whole Springfield community. And of course to God first and foremost for helping me, put me in position to be where I'm at today. So I would say grateful. I am so excited to be a part of this like-minded collective of people who are, working together to increase minority representation in medicine. And then I'm so excited to have access to all of these, like a huge peer network of people, the financial workshops, the developmental workshops, and everything that I just know are going to really enrich, my professional development and, my who I am in medicine. So I'm just so happy and so honored to have been chosen to be a part of the 2023-2024 cohort. And I'm just so excited to meet everybody in Arizona.